the NBA Finals. So let's go ahead and recap and rewind. All right. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure you already know, but if you don't know, the Denver Nuggets are now the NBA champs, you feel me? So shout out to the Denver Nuggets, you feel me, man. That team right there deserved to win, deserved to be NBA Finals, you feel me? That team showed that they was the better team throughout the regular season and in the playoffs, you feel me? And deserving, man. And like I said, man, big shout out to him, man, because from top to bottom, I believe that the Denver Nuggets was the team to beat. You know, they had good coaching. They had a superstar duo. They had good role players. They had one of the best crowds. You know what I mean? They got good home atmosphere. They had everything going in their favors, you feel me? And that's why they became champs, man. They was able to put everything together, put everything all into one, and finally become champs, you feel me? And let's go ahead and talk about the Joker, Jokic. Right now, I can honestly say on here, on MTMO, that Jokic is the best big man in the NBA right now. There's no comparison. You know, at once upon a time, yes, I was rooting for Joel Embiid. I said Joel Embiid was better than Jokic. That Jokic's ceiling is already capped, that he couldn't get no higher. Jokic proved me wrong. And I'm going to be the first one to say it, man, that he proved me wrong. He showed why that he was the best man. He showed why he was back-to-back MVPs. He showed it. You know what I mean? Now he finally got that finals MVP also solidified. Also to go with him. And that's what he needs. And now the debate is, where do we rank Jokic as the all-time best big man? You know what I mean? Like I said, we already crowned him as number one big man in the NBA today, right now. You know what I mean? And I think there's some space there. Like, I think, of course, there's Embiid right behind him, but I think that Embiid has a ways to catch it up. You know what I mean? Now, I previously said that Embiid has him on defense. I think Embiid is a better defender than the Joker. I truly do believe that. But to control the game, to slow the game down and make the game go at his pace, Jokic got that. And you know what's crazy? A lot of these foreign players are slowing the game down into their own pace, like a Luka. Luka is most definitely showing that he can slow the game down. He's not worrying about nobody's speed. And you know the crazy thing about why I got these two on my mind, that Luka and Jokic, they all play underneath the rim. They're not high flyers. You know what I mean? They just know how to play fundamentally sound, and their footwork is just great. They got great footwork. And that's what separates Jokic to me as far as him and Embiid. Now, for the all-time greats, Jokic can now be in the same conversation as Kareem. He can be in the same conversation with a Hakeem. He can be in the same conversation with a Shaq, a Wilt, a Bill, a David Robinson, a Patrick Ewing. And I guess you can go ahead and throw Tim Duncan name in there also. You can throw Kevin Garnett name in there. There's a lot of big names that you can now fit Jokic in. And I believe that Jokic is probably past some of these guys. I think Jokic can probably surpass Kevin Garnett. You know what I mean? All-time big man. I think that Jokic can probably be up there in the conversation with a Tim Duncan, with a Shaq. You know what I mean? With a King. Because if you sit here and look at it, Jokic is a one-time champ. He's a one-time Finals MVP, 2 times League MVP, and a 5-time All-NBA. Whereas you got Shaq, he's a 4-time champ. He's a 3-time Finals MVP, a 1-time MVP, a 14-time All-NBA, a 3-time scoring All-Defense, and a 2-time scoring champ. I don't think Jokic will ever get that scoring champ. You know what I mean? And I also don't think Jokic will get defensive player. And that's what's going to kind of hold him back from put him in up there with being the best center in ever. You know what I mean? Because of his defense. I don't believe he's going to get Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I mean? And that wouldn't knock him. That wouldn't put him down in the totem pole or make any of these other big men better than him. Because, like I said, we can still put him in the conversation with a Shaq, a Kareem, and a David Robinson, and Patrick Ewing. I believe that Jokic is better than Patrick Ewing. You know what I mean? I believe it so far in his career, because Ewing is a 7-time All-NBA, a 3-time All-Defense, and 11-time All-Star. You know what I mean? In today's game, Jokic is better. You know what I mean? And that's what solidified, and that's what made the Denver Nuggets be champs this year. It was all because of Jokic. Jokic came to camp already better in shape. It wasn't all that, oh, he's fat, he's lazy, he doesn't do this. Jokic came in the camp different this year. Jokic showed during the playoffs that he was the best big man. He beat Ayton. He beat Rudy Gobert. He beat Karl Anthony Towns. He beat Anthony Davis. And now he beat Bam Adebayo. You know what I mean? It was just this. It didn't matter what big man that went up against Jokic. He solidified and showed that he was better big man. Now, I wanted AD to be better. You know what I mean? Could have played out a little bit better.